Don't. Why are you?
You are.
All right, this is page 190 in the book, lesson 4.3. Okay, so I want, yes. Yes, go get your printer. Okay, go fast so you don't miss information. I want to go over rotations, but I'm not going to ask you to draw them except for in a coordinate plane. So we're not going to learn how to draw them with our compasses and protractors right now.
So does that mean we have less work to do right now?
That means less work right now. Okay, so Ben, do you have your book?
No.
Where's your book?
Can I leave my water bottle in here? Because.
I thought it
Didn't
was at
come with
home, and then when I
Oh my gosh, there she is.
Okay, go borrow a book. Close that. Ashlyn,
I'll be really fast.
do you have a book?
It still has ice in it.
Ashlyn, do you have a book?
On my computer.
Okay. What you got?
Are we just reading it right now?
Okay.
Are you playing?
All right. So here we go. Rotation. Let's define rotation. Rotation. All right. So it's a transformation.
You are going to drop.
This is the third transformation we're talking about, right? We did translations. We did reflections. Now we're doing rotations. Okay. It is a rigid motion. What does that mean?
It's rigid. In motion. The staircase thing?
Nope. What's rigid motion?
The way it moves.
What about the way it moves?
It's rigid.
It stays the same even when.
It doesn't
It
stay.
stays the same. So
How do you
that
know?
means our
Wait,
side
how
lead,
did I know that?
I don't know.
You're a smart one.
side lead, yes, side lead and angle measure, go
Can I go to
fast.
the bathroom too?
No,
No, I actually need
Can
to
you
take
just-
poop.
is,
We did not
need to
Ben,
say that.
videoing. That just got on the video. Go. Let's not give too much information.
Outside.
Side length and measure is preserved.
Oh.
Okay. So whatever object we are rotating, nothing's changing about it. We're just turning it. That's it. Okay? All right, the center of rotation is what you are turning your object around. Center of rotation. So we're going to do rotations in coordinate planes. So usually our center of rotation is going to be the origin. Not always, but usually. Okay? And then the last thing that you need to know about rotations is we have the angle of rotation. Okay, so this is how far you're rotating your object. 90 degrees, 100 degrees, 180 degrees. How far are we rotating the object? Okay, so let's see. Something else about this angle of rotation. Like there's something
Wait,
else I need to tell you.
Is the camera facing this way or that way?
Why
This
would
way.
it be facing at us?
Why are you
Why would it be
you? I don't know. It looks like there's a little thing on there. There is one.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna do more with angle of rotation in just a minute because there's more
Please don't erase it.
to it. I won't erase it yet.
I spelled it wrong.
Okay, so remember how in your notes, hopefully you have that little note card that you made, or
What
you
note
wrote it
card?
on the inside of the
What?
spiral
I
with
thought
your
we were gonna do that
rules for
together.
reflections.
We don't have that.
Okay, we need to do that.
This is
We're
normal.
going to do it for rotations. Joe, Joe, you don't need your computer open because then you're not
He has a
focusing
book
up
on
here.
it.
I am.
No, he doesn't because he has
Oh,
the book
yeah.
open.
I
Yeah,
am
Sorry.
close.
yeah, close.
Bro,
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, close. We're not watching football, Phil. Okay.
Baseball.
Or baseball. Okay, so here's our angles of rotation. All right, our common angles of rotation are going to be 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees. Okay, what's 360 degrees rotation?
All the way around.
All the way around, okay? So an important thing to note here, we can put it down here. Rotate counterclockwise unless it tells you to rotate clockwise. So rotate
Right?
counterclockwise. That is to the left. Yes. Rotate counterclockwise
Because the clock goes that way.
as default. Okay? You will have some questions that say rotate something clockwise. But
I'll rotate.
unless it tells you differently, this is your default, counterclockwise. Okay, so let's look at
Hold on, can I see?
90-degree rotation.
Gosh. No.
We're
but
gonna
you-
rotate
you
it 90
You went
degrees.
down to your mom.
Do you wash your hands, Ben?
Yes, I
You
want.
went down to.
the water bottle, so.
Yeah, you went down.
Okay, guys.
Hmm.
We're gonna rotate it 90 degrees. Our
Can I
coordinates,
go?
A, B,
Thank you.
are going to go to negative BA. Okay? So if our coordinates are 4, 1, it's going to go to negative 1, 4.
Hi.
Oh, welcome to rotation.
Yeah.
Okay,
Supposed to be doing work for this guy.
all right. So if it's a 180, you guys remember this? 180-degree rotation. It's going to stay the same. You're just going to make them both negative.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that at all.
Okay. And 270 is going to go
Negative.
to be
Oh, never mind.
negative A. What are y'all doing in algebra 2?
Scavenger hunt.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Anything in this room?
No, what did I know of?
Okay. Okay, this is really important. I suggest putting this on a note card and taping it to the inside of your spiral, okay?
I already did
And
that.
call it rotation rules. Or put like a sticky note in your spiral, sticking up so you can flip right to it. Okay? All right, does everybody have this? Can I erase this?
Go.
Yes.
You have one
I
go.
think Joe had it. Sorry.
All right, so when we are doing transformations, everything goes blue, right? Blue is our pre-image, and then red is what we have transformed it to. So blue is always going to be original. So if we have, let's see, what is this? RSTU. All right, if we have quadrilateral RSTU, and these are our points. 3, 1, 5, 1.
Stretch out. Stretch.
1, 5, negative 3. Please put this in your notebook. Draw a big coordinate plane.
Why are you built like that?
2, 1.
Did you see that?
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, how did we get here?
Oh.
Okay. So we have R, which is at 3, 1.
I got a question.
Yes.
Why do we have to do this?
Oh, Joe, you literally ask that like every single day.
That's a dumb question, Joe.
Okay, so in algebra 2,
You're so
in algebra 2, you're gonna do translations, reflections, and rotations.
But why is this gonna help us in, how is this gonna help us?
Well, it's gonna help you get through school.
Be a smart boy.
I,
You have to go to college.
Ew.
1. And then T is 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, -3. It all depends on what you feel like you're going to do.
Not this.
What if
Okay.
you wanna live off of your parents?
Ooh.
What?
Okay,
Um,
that is something right there.
what even?
Remember, I'm recording.
Why does it look like
I'm
that?
gonna still
Okay.
be with my parents.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at school.
We know that. It's
Open.
okay. You've already set it down for you.
Alright, Ben.
I don't think Mr. Carl would do that.
Yeah, Mr. Kyle will kick you.
No.
All right, and we're going to rotate this.
Rotate.
We're gonna rotate it 270 degrees.
Oh.
So it's gonna start here and it's gonna come all the way to here, 270 degrees. And again, we're going counterclockwise. We're going this direction. So you're going to come over here and look at your 270 degree rotation
How do
rules.
we know that we're doing 270?
Luke.
Because it's listed. It will tell you. Whenever you have something to rotate, it's gonna tell you how far you should rotate it. So we're gonna come over here to 270 and we're gonna say our coordinates go to B, negative A. So we're gonna switch them and make A negative. So right here are R prime. We're gonna switch them and make A negative. So it's gonna be 1, -3. Here for S prime. 1,
Yeah.
-5. Everybody sees this?
Yeah.
Luke, you paying attention?
Wait, wouldn't that -3 be a positive?
He's not. He's
So it goes to B, negative A.
Just with -3
I learned
be
it
positive.
This is our A and our B.
It's -3 and -5. I'm talking about.
Oh, down here. Yes, it would.
Does
okay, so-
-3 turn positive?
Yummy.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So we're gonna switch them.
Well, it
Actually,
does-
no. B comes first. We don't have to negate B. So B is gonna stay the same. It's already -3. We don't have to negate it. But we do have to negate 5. So -3, -5. And here, U prime is going to be -1,
I feel so crazy right
-2. Well, let's not be crazy
Do you hear it?
because I'm trying to video for Kirsten, guys. Okay, so let's plot our new points. And if you guys can list it like this when you do the problems, I promise it will make it easier to not mess up. Okay, so R prime is gonna be 1, -3. So now we're gonna go here. That's our R prime. S is 1, -5.
Ben.
T, -3, -5. And -1, -2. Oops. -1, -2. Okay.
Okay, I did it. Wait, you. No.
What's wrong? You didn't do it? Okay.
Dude, that's what I did wrong. I didn't know.
You prime.
I need help.
Okay?
Hey.
Don't we all? Hey.
Did everybody get this? Written down.
Give it away.
Did you write this down?
Mhm.
Looks quite blank to me. So anytime we're doing any homeworks on this, I definitely recommend using graph paper. Will make your life a lot easier. Okay, so look down at the bottom of 191, monitoring progress number 2. Okay, so we're going to graph this triangle JKL with those given vertices and its image after a 90-degree rotation. So get a partner,
I choose to be alone.
get a partner and a marker. I have all these markers. Get a partner and a marker.
Can we do
Justin,
it?
what are you partners again?
Yes.
I need a partner.
Did Joey want partners?
I don't.
Monitoring progress with one.
Hey, Luke.
I'm not a partnership with anyone.
I ain't doing this.
I'm a loner.
I'm not
Get a
doing
marker.
Come over here.
You can either do it on paper or on the board. I prefer it to be on the board.
Doing what?
Luke, if you don't get a partner, I'm gonna put you with someone.
Here, Luke, you want to be a
You're
partner?
gonna put me with someone.
Okay, be with Jackson.
I'll do it on paper.
Okay, well, you have to put your phone down for
I
that.
already got a touchdown.
Okay, fine, I'm just gonna go through. Okay, I'm just gonna do it on the board.
Okay.
So.
Can
Joe,
we just be groups?
no groups, 2 at most.
What are we doing?
Okay, I'm
What do I need to do?
Number 2 on page 191. You can do it there. Yes, here, right there.
Here, we're gonna use that. No. What are we doing there?
Number 2 on 191. So Kirsten, if you will do number 2 on 191, then I'll put an answer up in a minute. Ben, you actively have to help, Ben.
Help me.
Joseph and I.
What is number?
Say, go look at my book.
Number 2.
What does it say?
It says something. I don't know. Come out.
So draw your coordinate plane.
Move the.
Your x-axis and y-axis. Yeah, draw
Why
that.
do I have to be so
Start there.
blind?
And we start, right?
Where's the?
I literally
Ben,
told you.
go away, please. What?
Ben, whose group are you in?
I'm with Joseph.
No, Joseph's not doing anything. He's just standing there.
This is with me. I'm just writing some stuff out.
Okay.
I am Joseph.
No.
Hey, how do I know what points that triangle goes?
It says them in the book.
That one's out.
So,
Oh,
Coach
okay.
Herrera, can you give us the blue marker, please?
Wait.
They asked me to
Wait, we're looking
rotate
at
90
one or
degrees.
just use
These are
yours.
both out.
Yeah, just do the best you can with
What'd you
them.
say?
Are we looking at 1 or 2?
Me?
Oh,
You
2.
just said
Number
that's the
2.
blue one, and then you walked up and said,
It's right here.
It's okay,
Rotate 90
we'll-
degrees.
Don.
I catch better than the steel guy.
Yeah, you think you get better too.
What is it actually?
I'm not being it's
It's
facts.
through 90 degrees.
It's facts.
Even Ben caught me. Even Ben caught me.
Yeah, even Ben got the onside yesterday.
0, 3.
Who been? Okay, now it's me.
I was asking to do
90
90
degrees.
degrees.
Solar.
It's gonna be.
Do we need to make it 90 degrees? Yeah. Oh, there it is. That's the line. Let me make it negative.
What are you doing?
What is this?
It's not a line.
That's
It's
It's
not.
supposed to be a
It's a
triangle.
triangle.
Where's the third line?
4, 3. It's B A kind of X.
Sounds like that.
Yes. So A is X, B is Y.
Yeah, 0.
Go, stop tickling me.
Stop tickling yourself.
Makes
So.
Macy, we are doing number 2 on 191. You can just do it on paper. Luke is doing his on paper.
He's right.
you seriously?
Yeah,
do it on paper.
Just go over
Yeah,
there.
different.
So,
Why
no.
did you do that?
Because, did you do 90 degrees?
Yeah.
So, we said
This is literally
negative
true.
B,
Because 0 can't be negative.
B,
It's only that.
A.
Yeah, I plotted.
Okay.
It's not that.
Well, no, I think.
Yeah, because J should be 0, 3, so it should be up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm, there you go. There you go.
I'll cut my hair in that.
Do it.
How do you know this? Are
And then,
you looking?
yeah.
Oh.
Not
Got
on
it now.
purpose.
Good job.
It's
Yes,
just
that is
there.
it.
That was my
Good job. Okay, so Kirsten, don't erase it. Okay, just that bottom part. Kirsten, yours should look something like
I'm just
this.
gonna pretend that I'm not.
Whoop, hold on, can't make it go up.
Which one are you on?
2.
There we go. Should look like that, Kirsten.
You go over 6, you stay at 0.
Okay, good job, you guys.
Okay, we're done?
Yes, you can erase now.
Or 3, 0.
No, that,
1, 2, 3.
Cut your hair, I did it.
Let me see. Yes, that's right.
I didn't, it was supposed to be on the other side.
It's supposed to be on the other side.
No, you got the 0, right?
No,
So 3, 3, 0.
Stop it.
It's supposed to be right here. It's not 0, 3.
Oh, yeah.
3, 0. So it'll be like right here.
Yep.
And I
Here,
think that
Don't give him anything.
No, different here.
You can't even give
Okay,
him
that's all right.
yeah, it's like right
Got it.
It's just right there.
All right,
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you got, okay, that was the only point.
It's really.
except for Jackson and Ben who are finishing up. Everybody
Okay,
return to your seat. Turn to page 192. So turn the page. I want you guys to finish.
I did mine just a bit.
Let me see.
Hey,
Okay.
return to your seat. I don't want to.
Like, what'd you say?
I'm looking at two, not one.
Oh, okay.
I know it's gonna happen.
Macy, did you get it?
Okay, calm down.
Okay, great.
Not really, but I mean, we don't do
That
that.
would be funny.
Do we need our notes?
Yes, still need your notes.
So I think so, yes.
She did it.
Especially if you made it back home and already yelling at them.
I think we don't just.
Yeah, I'd be like.
Wouldn't it be
Just
J?
everything you said broke down.
Wait, why is there a comma? Why isn't it like J2?
Prime.
That's gonna be like we're moving.
Okay, prime.
Yeah.
Oh, why are we getting out of focus?
Wait,
If he did that in a game and just like.
Yeah, that's right.
I would die.
I'd be so.
Okay,
All right, perfect. There you go. Good job.
okay, not a little bit perfect, cause well, no one's got paper, but
You did it, and it's right. Good. Okay, look at page 192. So at the top of 192, we have another postulate to add to your project. This is called postulate 4.3.
I lost it.
Oh, that's bad. It's like your test aid. Postulate 4.3, which is called rotation postulate.
This is giving me. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, rotation postulate. It says, I would add it to your project. A rotation is a
quick project, I didn't get an assignment on the project.
it's the
Rigid.
postulate project, like the card
On
shop.
the paper. you
Wait,
know?
what was that last word? Rigid?
rigid.
Oh, so I don't have to do it.
I mean,
Turn the-
I didn't get an assignment for a project.
You already did it and you turned it in.
What?
It was from first quarter,
Oh.
that one.
Yeah, it's just.
So remember I said we're gonna add throughout the year, so this is one you could add.
No.
Ben,
so he's not gonna be aided during the test.
She doesn't know.
okay, close your computer.
It's okay, I don't.
Oh, on your
Really?
notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, got it. All right, so
You know dang well he didn't play. Yeah.
She said, yeah.
okay, so remember,
I still play that.
you guys, think back to 4.1 where we did 2 translations in a row. Remember that? And we could combine them so that we only had to do it once. Okay, focusing this way. Joseph, you're gonna be okay.
Here?
Okay, so remember 4.1, we did 2 translations in a row. Yes, remember that? And then we could combine them and we could just do one. Oh my goodness, Joseph.
When you realize what you said.
Okay,
You're gonna have to delete some footage.
Yeah, you really
Yes,
reteach this. This used to be really.
I said. I was
It'd be so
making
funny.
out.
Where's the camera?
This is gonna have a.
ew, it's backwards.
What do you mean it's backwards? You're inverted. Oh.
Okay, guys, focus back. Now then think of 4.2. Remember in 4.2, we did glide reflections, where we did a glide first, that was the translation, and then we reflected it. So now we're going to do compositions. All those are examples of compositions. That just means 2 transformations or more in a row. Yes, yes, like compositions in chemistry. So now we're gonna do compositions with rotation. So that just means 2 of something in a row. Okay. So what you can do is often you can replace a glide reflection, which is a translation, and then a reflection with 1 rotation. So if you look halfway down through 192 where it says example 3, Okay, we start on the blue. Okay, we start on the blue,
Then we rotate it.
then we reflect it into the red.
And then we rotate it. Right.
Then, yes, we rotate it 90 degrees to the green. This is on page 192. Okay? You guys. All right, so look now at, so still using that same graph, look at monitoring progress number 3. What happens if we rotate it first? If we rotated the blue by 90 degrees, what happened? What would happen then? If we rotated it first and then we reflected it, what would it look like? You guys get a hold of yourselves. Get a hold of yourself.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
I'm not even doing it.
Okay,
I am
let's get a
not-
hold of ourselves.
I'm not a freak.
What are you talking about?
You're just a book lover.
Okay. What do you think would happen?
It's probably like, what is going on?
Where would
Oh,
your
I thought you called
Paige focus?
I didn't say that.
I know about what you said.
Well, we are, so it's okay.
What a shame.
All right, let's have Joseph and Joe
Oh, God.
Sucks.
go up to the board.
Oh, no.
Yep, it's the two of you. And I want you to graph this
I'm actually
line.
smart, so.
Yes, he is.
give
Okay.
it
R,
to- Oh,
What is that?
here, I will turn you so you can see.
I said, I'm actually smart.
Joseph, you're on camera.
does that.
Okay, so graph,
I'm helping you. I'm just kidding.
hey,
Okay.
Luke,
There you go.
put down the game.
All right.
No, Luke. Take it
Okay,
slow.
ready? R is 1, -3.
That goes back.
Write it down.
No, one.
Positive
right.
Write it down, sweetheart.
This way. This way.
I know.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
What'd you call
All
it?
right.
Okay, 1, -3, that's R. Write down your coordinates
Yeah,
below, like we did where we wrote them in the, okay?
That is true.
And S is 2, -6.
So start saying
Okay, 2, -6.
Why did you put it in the bill? Just don't ask. They'll figure it out.
All right,
Oh.
draw your line. It's okay.
Now he realizes.
Why is this so long?
Just erase it.
Okay.
All right, so now what I want you to do is we're going to do the series backwards. We're gonna rotate first, then we're gonna
But there's not
reflect.
another-
She's gonna give you more.
are we
So,
rotating them
You're
all?
rotating that line right here with green, right? Actually with red. This is my red. With red, so we're gonna do the rotation
Yeah.
first. 90 degrees, so you're using this up here. 90 degrees rotation. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, so now you're going to use green and you are going to reflect. Mm-hmm. Reflect in the y axis.
Okay, so like this one.
Yes.
So we're gonna go from.
Change it to negative.
Oh, that's too much.
No, you got it.
I'm-
Your x becomes negative, your y stays the same. Okay, so this is what happens if you switch
See?
the order. So
I
here,
didn't say you weren't.
if you compare that
Make it.
to example 3, good job, you guys. If you compare that to example 3 in the middle of the book, where they
This is too
said,
easy.
graph it. Okay,
Shut
good.
up, Joe.
Graph it, reflect it first, then rotate it. We get what's
so
here.
What do you want to do first?
Now, if we rotated it first and then reflected it, it looks like this. So what this is supposed to do is tell you that you can't change the order of things. You have to keep them in the order, okay? So now, look at number 4.
You have to keep them in the order.
Keep them in the order. You cannot change the order of your compositions. Okay. Now later we will do some compositions where you can replace one composition with 2 others. All right, so moving on. I would like everyone to try number 5. Everybody doing number 5. Do you want to do it on the board or do you want to do it on paper? Okay, if you want to do it on the board, get a partner. If you want to do it on paper, do it on paper. Number 5.
Oh.
Number 5. Why are you touching him?
I did not touch him.
Yeah, why are you trying to touch me? Why are you trying to touch me?
All right, grab a marker. You can do it on paper or the board. Number 5. First we're translating, then we're rotating.
So we trends.
What number are we doing?
Number 5.
How do you
Number 5.
192.
Yes. 192, number
How do you
5.
translate it again?
Number 5.
That's
What's
just
the formula?
gliding it. So it says you're going to go x minus 2. That means to the left 2 for your x coordinates.
Run around.
B is negative 27.
Yes.
Oh, it's here.
At least you actually pay attention.
And that's why you can't do it.
Do
So,
what?
could you pay attention?
Do what?
Do what?
No, it's 90. 90 degrees.
We're doing number 5, right?
Number 5.
Yeah, I would probably say.
So
Yeah, you also said you could
this is your XY.
Ben. Ben.
See, they bully us. Yeah, they bully us.
I never said anything.
Joe's
Joe's
actually
innocent.
pretty chill.
I didn't-
Joe's
Ben, where's your work? Grab a marker. Let's put this up.
There's no markers left.
Back up then.
Okay, so then it says we do
Actually, you actually have to write it. You wrote it down there.
minus x.
It's 90 degrees.
So Coach Herrera, would it be 4
Alright.
minus 4 minus 2 gives us
Another dry erase marker color.
Oh, I had to make a quiz, or I took my quiz today, right? I'm gonna be here.
If it's 90 degrees. then
You had a quiz? Algebra 2?
Yeah, it's
When
the
are we
one, but I
gonna be
took it
done?
today, 'cause I gotta
Are we
quiz.
gonna be done early?
Already?
We're almost
Yeah,
done.
so we gotta try to.
We're going to be done in like 15 minutes.
Come back Sunday.
Yeah,
Or
but
no,
then
come back
you have that
Saturday.
packet
We get the rest Sunday.
and a homework
And then
assignment.
Monday and Tuesday, we got
I'm just trying to make you guys not have to do stuff at home. Yeah.
Coach Herrera, when I rotate it, do I leave these two numbers?
What's your rotation? What does it say? Rotation for what?
No, like, do I, you know how we already had to do the translation or whatever? So do we leave it with the translation numbers or do we do the numbers that we were first given?
No,
Rotate
I
from the
think I might
translation.
be able to rotate them now.
Have you guys done transformations in Algebra 2 yet?
Yeah, we have to do that.
You did that?
We never did rotational symmetry.
No?
I don't ever remember doing this.
We did it for like one day.
That is the 90
Y'all are
degrees.
just too smart.
Oh, it is.
Coach Herrera, A for you.
That's the rotation.
I was so funny.
Yep, we did that.
Okay.
Did you translate first? You have to translate first. Remember that whole, you gotta keep it in the same order?
I grabbed one.
Keep it in the same order.
Yeah,
So just erase your prime.
In my iPhone.
I got it from like, I was probably about, at the
You were
tip,
like
like over there.
From Nate to where
So Ben, I'm a little concerned that your line down there is quite a bit longer. Okay,
This looks like a mess.
you don't know. I would have used Joseph's brush.
It's big.
Okay.
When you plug in, big kill somebody.
there we go.
You're the one.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Here, let doing it right so
Joseph
far.
was in it.
Yes.
He was. You should have heard the noises. You're not. Okay, Coach Fair, is that right?
Rotation.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, why is it on?
Why is everybody here? Get out.
Y'all remember this?
Here.
Maybe.
No.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I swear.
Okay, good.
I've
Yeah,
never
we did
taken geometry ever.
Yeah.
I did that.
I'm gonna do my work. Can I do my work in here?
Yes, you can.
I'm so bored.
That's why we never did
This stuff's easy. Yeah, I know. I mean,
Whoa.
you just take the
The
I.
whole
Seven.
wall is like.
Yeah, it's 7I. Or I7.
No.
Wait, who got stapled in the finger like last? Yeah.
No.
Oh,
mine
Miss
is-
Ryder got
oh,
stapled
legs.
in the finger today.
Miss who?
Ryder. She is just. Okay, would this be 7I or is it I7?
7-9.
Okay, I think it is.
All right. So after you rotated it 90 degrees counterclockwise, what did we come up with? Probably. Let's see what you got. Plot it.
You want to sit here? I'm sitting here.
Okay, so now rotate it 90 degrees.
Rotate
The translation.
Okay, so this is
When does you say
Three. and -3,
Let's just not.
6.
This was my.
Everybody that just came in, I am recording
Yeah.
because I have an absent student. So just so everybody knows,
Okay.
we have about 10 more minutes and then we are finished.
No, I swear, that's what she said when she goes missing. She's in the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
She
Who is?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's all
She
I
probably
asked
doesn't hurt. Okay, let's not.
Okay.
All right, guys. There you go. Good job, Jackson. All right. So here's Jackson's.
There we go.
Oh, I did
Good.
yours.
Yes.
Guys,
Yes.
don't give up.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to your notes. Luke, phone away. We're almost done. You can make it.
Yes.
Cause I'm bored.
Ready? Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do.
Question.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, no, because you have a big packet to do and a homework assignment.
Oh, I
Okay.
started that.
Yep, that is a problem. All right,
I can't find it.
I'm just doing
after Thanksgiving.
Thanks, dude.
Okay, so this is called rotational symmetry. So before we did, we did lines of symmetry, right? Where we folded the paper to see how we could make things map onto each other. Okay, so this is rotational symmetry, which is how can you turn it to make it map onto itself? Okay, so if you look on page 193, so they give a pinwheel example on page 193 at the top. Joe, it's not helpful if your book is not open. This is not difficult. You can do it. Push through to the end. So look at the pinwheel. They turn the pinwheel 45 degrees. Do you see that in the book? Where is your book? Does it map onto itself? No. So it does not have 45 degree symmetry.
Turn it 90.
You have to turn it 90. What happens if you turn it 180?
It's still the same.
Yes. Okay, good. So look at example 4. Look at that parallelogram. Does this parallelogram have rotational symmetry?
No.
No.
Yes, only if it's like.
What?
Right.
I was like,
So does it have 90 degree rotational symmetry?
No.
No. But if we turn it a full 180, it would map onto itself. So this is a little cheat. Look at B. It says regular octagon. Anytime you have a shape that says regular, whether it's pentagon, hexagon, anything like that, it's going to have a lot of rotational symmetry. All right. So this one we can turn a lot. 45, 90, 135, 180. How about that trapezoid? What do you think? It looks like this. Can we even turn it 180 and will it map on itself? No. No symmetry. So look down at 7. 7 is a rhombus. How about that one? What do you think?
It's rotational symmetry, and it's 180 degrees.
Good job, Jackson. Yes, number 7, 180 degrees rotational symmetry. Paige, are you paying attention? How about number 8? Well, you're facing that way. We have that weird octagon shape. It's not a normal octagon.
Rotational.
Yes, rotational.
90 degrees.
Yep. 90 degree, 180. Good. How about
triangle?
the right triangle? No,
No.
nothing for the right triangle. Okay, so this is your homework assignment.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but it says we can.
Page
No.
194.
Oh, it's. No.
I'm sitting in the chair.
I can't do this.
Where you wanna go?
Oh,
Are you still recording?
No.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Hang on, Joseph, write this down. This is your homework, okay?
Just say 16.
Yeah. Okay, these are the numbers. It's not that much, okay? These, you're just telling the rotational symmetry, so it's just writing down what it is. It shouldn't take this long. So when you're finished with this, you have the packet. Look, I'm giving you class time for the packet, so don't waste your time.
Do you? You're on partners.
Yes.
No, this